Welcome to Cleveland, Ohio, and welcome to Saturday night's main event. We're going to go ahead and open up with a banger. Introducing first the creepy, scary, frightening Uncle Howdy, accompanied by Eric Rowan, Joe Gacy, Dexter Loomis, and the creepy crawly, the most feared woman in all of the United States of America, Nikki Cross. Uncle Howdy is here ahead of his match against John Cena. That is right. We are going to go ahead and open up Saturday night's main event with an absolute banger. We have Uncle Howdy facing off against John Cena for the WWE Championship. We did hear from Uncle Howdy over on SmackDown. He had one last final message to John Cena. To summarize it, he basically said, I don't care about championships. I don't care about checks. I don't care about these things. What I care about right now is simply wrestling. About the fundamentals of wrestling, of all of that, because that is what's left of his brother, Bray Wyatt. That is what he has left behind on this earth. He may be gone, but the memories and the things that he left behind were within the WWE, were within the wrestling industry. Therefore, Uncle Howdy, the Wyatt Six, heck, maybe even Shinsuke Nakamura, they all want to go ahead and preserve and really take care of, what Bray Wyatt left behind. On the other hand, we have John Cena, who is trying to ruin wrestling. So Uncle Howdy sending one last message saying, I don't care about any of that. I'm just here to preserve, to take care, to make sure that what my brother left behind is doing good. And not only that, build up from it. If championships come while doing so, that's just part of the process. But the main goal isn't titles. I then had the honor to speak with Uncle Howdy, a very scary interview of sorts. It was a difficult one because, Uncle Howdy speaks in such cryptic ways at time that, it's really hard to understand what the man has to say. But I first and foremost asked him how he felt about facing John Cena. He said happy. Things are going to align properly now. I then asked him, what happens if you beat John Cena and become WWE champion? He said, I won't beat Cena. I will awaken Cena. And then my last and final question, because he only allowed 3, I asked, what happens if John Cena beats you? And again he responded, I will not lose to Cena. I will awaken Cena. And then without having to ask him a question, he said one last word, mercy. I'm not sure what that means. He wants to awaken Cena. I think that's just him sending his message through, both verbally, physically, just as R-Truth has also tried verbally. But the mercy and all of that seems different. I understand the awakening, which I think just means bringing John Cena back to normal, awakening that good side, that goodness within John Cena, so that John Cena, the one we all know and love, is able to come back. On the other hand, mercy. I guess we're going to find out as the match goes on, as we are ready to open up Saturday night's main event. John Cena against Uncle Howdy, the WWE Championship on the line. Who will come out on top? And of course, we have to go and state the obvious. Uncle Howdy having a bit of an advantage. I'm not sure with Nikki Cross when she is not in Uncle Howdy's corner right now, so maybe she's up to something creepy, or maybe she had to go home. She was trying to be generous, realized I was very scared of her, decided to go backstage and take a break. But Uncle Howdy has, Joe Gacy, Eric Rowan, Dexter Loomis in his corner. If, as much as he's not truly just only chasing championships, he's also chasing the, ability to send his message through to John Cena. If he truly does want to win this and take away what John Cena loves the most, he has a numbers game to disrupt, to, mess around with John Cena. As we see it right there, almost instantly, Eric Rowan talking with John Cena. I'm not sure what they're saying. Maybe, I'm here for you too. I want to help you. Give me a hug. definitely something positive, now allowing Uncle Howdy to be able to put John Cena into a sleeper. If John Cena quits right now, he will lose the championship, but no. He's able to get up now, sending Uncle Howdy flying. John Cena able to escape, looking for an elbow drop, not able to get it done. Instead, Uncle Howdy able to move out of the way. Now John Cena looking for a submission of his own. Can he put Uncle Howdy away here? Uncle Howdy is struggling, but the nice little elbow. And another. And now a big clamp to escape the hold of John Cena, who is now sent straight into the turnbuckle, of course. This isn't the John Cena we all know and love. However, this version of John Cena has been a lot like a Super Cena, putting away the likes of Seth Rollins, Randy Orton, CM Punk, Cody Rhodes. So as much as he is this evil version of Cena, he has also awakened something a John Cena that is this old shouldn't really be able to, and that is being a Super Cena. At the moment, we haven't seen much of that. Instead, it is Uncle Howdy. Oh, John Cena potentially rolling outside of the ring just in perfect time. Maybe Uncle Howdy was looking to put the match away right there. But yeah, haven't seen a lot from Super Cena right now. But definitely is true that as of recently in his previous matches, he has been able to end them very quickly. He has been able to put his opponents away almost with ease as John Cena's flipped inside of the ring. Uncle Howdy once again going to be on the attack. The referee going to go ahead and fix that unpadded turnbuckle. Uncle Howdy, we see right there, he continues to stretch his arms out. That's paying tribute to his brother, laying this match down, not for John Cena, not for him, but rather for his brother Bray Wyatt. That is why he's doing all of this. For his brother, to keep his legacy, to keep everything that he built up alive. And not only alive, but also for it to thrive, so that Uncle Howdy, the Wyatt Six, and the Lost Souls, so that they can build off of this. As Uncle Howdy continues with some big stomps, some big kicks onto John Cena. I do believe now this is the longest match that John Cena has had as a heel, because all the other matches have ended almost, in a couple of minutes, because John Cena's been able to be that Super Cena. But it seems as though Uncle Howdy is different. It may be over now, though. No, Uncle Howdy able to kick out even before one. This match does seem different. Maybe the messages, whether it's verbally, physically, are starting to get to John Cena, especially that previous message talking about Bray Wyatt. John Cena had a nice feud with him, with The Fiend. And maybe that just touched that home at a place where he was able to be free. He was able to, really build on his character and The Fiend's character. And maybe that awakened, just as Uncle Howdy wants, that good John Cena inside of him. And maybe that's why he's slowing down. That's maybe why Uncle Howdy's 2 steps ahead, because he has already beaten John Cena mentally thanks to those messages. Now, the only thing that's left is giving him a good old whooping in order to send his message through also physically. So it seems as though right now things are going according to plan for Uncle Howdy, as we have some back and forth action right here. John Cena catching Uncle Howdy's hit, but Uncle Howdy with a nice little headbutt knocking down John Cena. As now John Cena having to use the ropes in order to help him get up. Uncle Howdy quickly with a body-to-body slam, sending John to the ropes. And now, oh my days, crossbody almost knocking down a ref. Fortunately for the ref, he didn't get knocked down, because surely that would have allowed John Cena to, find some cheating ways, as a choke slam by Uncle Howdy. And he is not done. A big kick to the back of John Cena. And now going to look to do some big damage to the head of John Cena. And another big slams and a choke slam. John Cena taking some big damage. A crossbody by John Cena, proving he is still in this match. While it has been semi back and forth, you could easily say that Uncle Howdy has had the advantage, has had more control in this match compared to John Cena, as Uncle Howdy now was looking to climb the top ropes. Is able to get some damage done right there thanks to Joe Gacy, who started talking some whatever he said to John Cena, and neck breaker. And Joe Gacy ended up distracting Cena, allowing Uncle Howdy to continue his attack, as he is now gonna look for the Sister Abigail DDT. He's able to hit it. Uncle Howdy can win the match right here. He is not done. He wants to look for a second Sister Abigail DDT. He can surely put this match away and become the WWE Champion. 2. And no, Super John Cena. Big Match John is still in this, as he has been able to kick out at 2. Unfortunately for him, Uncle Howdy is still 2 steps ahead, able to prevent the attacks from John Cena over and over again, and instead, it is Uncle Howdy who continues his attack, now picking up John and slamming him over his shoulder. John Cena taking big damage. Uncle Howdy continuing to lay this match as a tribute to his brother, and a second choke slam. Uncle Howdy now gonna look for a third Sister Abigail. Is he gonna hit it? Yes, he is. There is no way John Cena kicks out of this, and well, I guess we won't know because Uncle Howdy is not going to pin him yet. Instead, a fourth Sister Abigail. He can go ahead and pin John Cena right here and easily become the WWE Champion once more. Laying this match down for his brother, falling to his knees, spreading his arms out, and now leaving the ring. What is Uncle Howdy doing? John Cena able to get Uncle Howdy could have won the match right there. Instead, it seems as though he wants to take this match to the outside of the ring, laying down the match for his brother again, continuing to pay tribute. Maybe he really does want to send a big message through physically. And John Cena's down to fight outside of the ring, as right now John Cena is a man in control. Commentators curses very quickly. Uncle Howdy is able to counter now, sending John Cena towards the apron. Big damage done right there as John Cena slowly getting up. Uncle Howdy continuing to pay tribute onto Bray Wyatt. Is now Uncle Howdy looking to send Cena into the ring instead. Uncle Howdy sent into the ring, and this may be an opportunity for John. No, Uncle Howdy once again able to counter. John Cena has not been able to do much. Once again, Uncle Howdy leaving the ring, and I think I've just connected the dots. Uncle Howdy's last words that he told me were mercy. And I do believe that is what he is showing right now after 2 choke slams to John Cena. 4 Sister Abigails. He is showing mercy. He wants to lose by countout. That is potentially a theory. I guess we won't know until we hear from either Uncle Howdy, potentially even John Cena. But I think that's the only real thing, based on the evidence and information that we have, that makes sense on why Uncle Howdy is doing this. Is the referee's count getting now to 7. John Cena keeps resetting the count. Must be frustrating for Uncle Howdy if he is trying to lose by count out. As John Cena straight headed into the turnbuckle. Uncle Howdy was about to leave the ring, goes back inside. Once again, paying tribute to his brother. Uncle Howdy could have easily won the match, I would say. John Cena, sure, he kicked out of the first 2 Sister Abigails, but add another 2 and another chokeslam to that. Do we really think John could have kicked out? I don't think so. But his last words were mercy. And so far, that is what he has shown. And I do believe he is trying to get himself, maybe even John, both to lose by countouts in order for John to still be champion. Uncle Howdy believes he has sent his message through verbally and physically, and now it is time to show mercy, to show and to give John Cena the chance to still be champion while being a good guy, as the referees count now getting to 9. John Cena running, sprinting to try to beat the clock. And John Cena is going to get head outside. Count is reset. Uncle Howdy with a spear of sorts. So close to losing right there, which sounds weird, but it's what he wants. Is right there looking to get himself disqualified. And yes, I think my theory is true. Uncle Howdy seems to be happy about that decision. He wanted to keep John Cena champion. as long as it meant that his message was already through, as long as it meant that he could awaken Cena. But he has decided to show mercy when he could have easily became WWE Champion. But luckily for him, as he said before, it's not about the championships. It's about simple wrestling and just the promos, the heels, the baby faces, all of it. It's not about just championships. Championships come with what he wants to do, but it's not the main goal. Here tonight, John Cena in the opening match, able to retain his championship. Definitely not in the way he would have wanted, because for those who did see the match, Uncle Howdy should be your new WWE champion, but like he said, mercy. He showed that, and hopefully that was the rude awakening that John Cena needed in order to come back to his good ways, back to his babyface ways. But we'll have to see what is next and what ends up happening between John Cena, between Uncle Howdy with them. What ends up happening, we'll have to find out later. As for now, we move on to our next match, introducing first a woman who is already inside of the ring, Julia, former NXT champion, moved up to SmackDown, has been working hard, I believe only taking 2 losses to Piper Niven and Chelsea Green, only losing those matches because, well, both Piper Niven and Chelsea Green cheated. Once Julia got her rematch of sorts, and it was a clean and fair match, she was able to get the victory. So she has been building herself up, recently taking and beating Zelina Vega, who was not only a former champion but just recently the #1 contender. And after that, she felt as though she had the confidence to be able to now face Dakota Kai for this Women's United States Championship. Dakota Kai said, yes, me and you, Saturday night's main event, and now it is happening. Julia was a champion over at NXT, and now she has the opportunity to become a champion here up in the main roster. Dakota Kai, not going to be an easy champion to beat, as she was able to beat Zelina Vega in order to become champion in her first match back at SmackDown. Many people thought she didn't earn that championship match. She didn't deserve it. But if she's beaten Zelina Vega, that former champion, if she was even able to take that championship away, it was for a reason. Maybe she didn't earn it, but she does deserve the championship. And she proved it, that she's been able to defend it, as she was able to win it in the first place. So not going to be an easy match for Julia, but on the other hand, Julia has been moving up. She is on a hot streak right now. She has been working her butt off. She does not want to let this opportunity go to waste. So it's also going to be difficult for Dakota Kai to be able to successfully defend her championship here tonight. We'll have to see what ends up happening, as Julia was trying to look for a big punch right there. Dakota Kai able to move out of the way. And now it is Dakota Kai being sent straight into the referee. Referee keeps getting in the way of the matches. Watch out, because he may be knocked out soon. Dakota Kai with some nice damage there. Now looking to deal some damage onto the left leg of Julia. Able to get it done now. Dakota Kai charging up. Julia gets up and now able to stop the attack from Dakota Kai, as we're now going to go ahead and have some back and forth action between Julia, the #1 contender of sorts, the challenger for the Women's United States Champion, against the current champion, Dakota Kai. And it is Julia with another big elbow to the face, over and over again, doing some big damage onto Dakota Kai right there, though. Able to counter now, sending Julia into the turnbuckle, and some big boots onto Julia, as Dakota Kai is going to go ahead and charge up, potentially looking for a big boots. Oh, but Julia able to counter right there, stopping Dakota Kai on her attack. Instead, Dakota Kai is now sent onto the turnbuckle, put on top of the very top turnbuckle. Now Julia with a big little smack is going to look to not only pick up, but also slam down Dakota Kai. Big damage being done by Julia, but oh, what is this? Asuka is here. Many times during Dakota Kai's title defenses, Dakota Kai has gotten help from Asuka. And while it seems as though Asuka isn't physically here, but enough to distract her as now Dakota Kai may be able to get on the attack. No, Julia somehow still able to have some sort of spidey senses. Quickly countering Dakota Kai, but she is also countered as now Dakota Kai turning over Julia, who is rolling, having to use her ropes to help her get up. Dakota Kai gonna look to do some damage right here. Julia, though, able to stop Dakota Kai, now getting back inside of the ring. Countering Dakota Kai once more. Big elbow to the face, another. And now Julia looking to send Dakota Kai flying, able to do so. Julia is moving phenomenally. Dakota Kai to put this match to end, and no. Julia able to escape. Julia is just on fire. But no matter what she throws, Dakota Kai still able to stand up and fight back. However, maybe that slam was enough to put Dakota Kai away. Maybe not, because Julia doesn't think so. Instead, she wants to look to fly off the top ropes. A huge double kick straight to the chest of Dakota Kai. Julia may become the new Women's United States Champion here tonight as Dakota Kai is sent flying over the top ropes. And now we have Julia, who's going to go ahead and big knee to Dakota Kai, who may be out somehow, still able to crawl up. Quickly met by Julia, who sends her back into the ring. And Julia is not yet finished. She looks for a second knee to the face, and this may be it. We may have a new champion. 1, 2, 3. Yes, there it is. Julia is the new Women's United States Champion. She has been able to beat Dakota Kai, a former NXT champion and now a main roster champion. The new Women's United States Champion, Julia, able to get it done here tonight. Congratulations to her, as she now holds main roster gold. What a great match from Julia, as we have now been able to crown one new champion here tonight. Can we crown another? As up next, we have another former NXT champion, Mr. Whoop That Trick. Trick Williams is here, and here tonight he has the opportunity to become the new Intercontinental Champion as he faces the current champion, Penta. Trick Williams has done very good, putting a nice little feud away with Braun Strowman, able to put him away, having some nice matches with, I believe it was Dralistico, tied to the first match, able to get the victory in the next, and gained some confidence and decided, I'm ready for the IC Championship. Penta said he wanted to be at Saturday night's main event. He wanted to defend his title, so whether he earned it, deserved it, or not, Penta will defend his championship at Saturday night's main event against Trick Williams. And Penta, the man with no fear, was able to become Intercontinental Champion, taking that title away from Dominic Mysterio. Since then, he's been able to successfully defend his title against Dom, twice against Ludwig Kaiser, and hoping to add another successful title defense here tonight against Mr. Whoop That Trick, Trick Williams. El Cero Miedo. Penta joined the WWE earlier this year in January. Since then, not only has he won the Intercontinental Champion, he's already had a nice little fatal four-way at WrestleMania for the IC title before he was able to win it. He was the first entry to the Men's Royal Rumble. I mean, Penta has had some phenomenal moments ever since joining alongside his brother, who is also currently a champion alongside Rey Mysterio, Los Reyes, the WWE Tag Team Champions. Here tonight, Penta, Trick Williams, two new faces. I would say Trick a little bit newer when it comes to the main roster, which could put Penta at a slight disadvantage in the sense that could be going into this match blind, not really knowing what his opponent has to offer, what type of moves he might pull out. But I don't know. Penta's been all over the place. He has experienced so many different superstars. So maybe he got it in the bag. On the other hand, Trick Williams definitely has a lot more film to study with, well, Penta traveling so much over TNA, AAA, and of course, ever since joining WWE over on Monday Night Raw. But we'll see who ends up coming out on top. Penta, El Cero Miedo versus Trick Williams. It has begun. Intercontinental Championship on the line. We've already crowned one new champion in Julia. Congratulations to her once again being able to become the new Women's United States Champion. Will Trick Williams be able to follow in those footsteps and beat Penta here tonight? It is going to be a difficult match for him because Penta, well, as he says so much, is a man with no fear. He's willing to risk it all in order to not only keep his title, but simply win the match. Whether there's a title or no title on the line, Penta's willing to do whatever it takes to win it. As a nice little dive straight onto Trick Williams. Nice damage being done already by Penta, who misses his kick right there. Unfortunately for Trick, though, Penta's still the man on the attack, using the ropes to his advantage to be able to penetrate the back and stomach of Trick Williams right there. Big damage being done as Penta celebrating a little bit with the fans, saying, let's run it back. Let's keep this attack going now. Hurricane Rana of sorts, sending Trick Williams flying. He hits his little dance. He's feeling confident. He's in his groove. This is going to be difficult for Trick Williams. Will he even be able to get on the attack? Yes, for now he is able to do so as he sends Penta straight into the turnbuckle. And now sending him flying, slamming him down. Trick quickly looking for the pinfall. Penta able to quickly kick out. Trick's going to have to do a whole lot more if he even wants to get that 1 count, let alone be able to get the 3 count in order to win the match. Trick Williams going to have to do a lot more damage to the current Intercontinental Champion as Penta is still in control. Now charging up on, misses his kick, unfortunately. Hits a smack, hits another. Penta going to try again, and once again, timing his kicks a little off. Did he shrink a couple inches to the point where he can't time his kicks? Maybe. Not a good look right there. This may be the opportunity that Trick Williams needed in order to be able to get back into this match. Trick Williams able to move out of the way right there. Penta able to counter and slam down Trick Williams. As now Penta is looking to put it into this match. It looked like he was gonna go for the sacrifice. Maybe at the very last second he decided to change his mind. Instead, he's gonna look to fly in a swanton bomb of sorts, dropping onto Trick Williams. And look at Penta. He is hyped up. He is ready to put an end to this match. Trick Williams, you did good against Braun Strowman, against Dralistico, but when it comes to facing top tier champions like Penta, you are not ready. As he is sent flying. Penta continuing so just pound down and break down Trick Williams as he now is going to look to put an end to this match. Pinfall. 1, 2, 3. There it is. Trick Williams. Still young, man. Maybe one day you'll be IC champion. You still have time to grow and a lot to learn as Penta, well, hate to say it, but able to walk the park with Trick Williams. He is still your Intercontinental Champion. Congratulations to Penta. And I would say big victory, but Trick Williams didn't really fight back as we now move on to our 4th match of the night. Only 2 left. Following this match, we'll have Solo Sikoa defending his United States Championship against Ilya Dragunov, and in the main event, Sami Zayn defends his World Heavyweight Championship against the Ring General Gunther. But for now, we focus on this match. Roxanne Perez against Jada Parker in an all-holds-barred match where the loser has to head back down to NXT. Roxanne Perez earned her contract fair and square. She got the call-up. Well, she kind of did force herself as well, having to have that tag team match alongside Julia versus Rhea and Io. But nevertheless, she got that call-up. Jada Parker tried to follow in the footsteps of messing with the main roster talent in order to find herself a contract. She earned it by getting involved with Roxanne Perez in her matches, costing her 2 victories at the beginning of her Raw career. in the singles action for Roxanne Perez. But Roxanne said, yo, you didn't earn it. That's why the loser goes back down to NXT. So a lot on the line if Roxanne does lose. Having, well, not to start back from zero, but having to go back down to NXT, a place where she definitely has already completed and done all that she can do. On the other hand, Jada Parker still having to become NXT champion, North American champion. Still a lot more that Jada Parker can do down there. So definitely a lot more at risk and on the line for Roxanne Perez. But things can go in any way as nice and early into this match. Oh, Roxanne Perez already bringing out the weapons. These two have been feuding for the last couple of weeks. They have anger, frustration built up between them. So this match is surely about to get ugly as Jada Parker showing Roxanne, hey, you cannot even think about picking me up. Roxanne Perez is sent flying over the top shoulder of Jada Parker. As now Roxanne Perez able to counter, sending Jada straight into the table. And now Jada Parker may be in trouble as Roxanne's able to get enough power to lift up and slam Jada Parker through the table. The match has only begun, and now Jada Parker being attacked by the steel steps. She has already gone through a table. This match has only begun, and I feel like it is Roxanne who has the most anger and frustration built up. She gets that, main roster contract over on Raw. First match, she honestly seems like the favorite against Valhalla. When Jada Parker cost her the match. Following after that, I can't remember if she instantly got the rematch or not. Then she did get the victory over Valhalla, where Jada Parker once again trying to get involved. Eventually, Roxanne said, it's enough. Come and face me. Roxanne beat her, but then in another match, Roxanne Perez against Scarlett. Jada came out. Roxanne handled both Scarlett and Jada. Set up a tag team match which introduced us to Stephanie Vaquer, which has now officially been added to the women's division over on Raw. And after that, Roxanne said, let's put an end to all this mess. Let's go ahead and end it here. And that's exactly what they're doing, is Jada Parker's going to go ahead and look for the pinfall. She gets the 2 and everything's just gone black. And we are back, and Roxanne is out of nowhere was attacking Jada Parker with a hockey stick. What just happened? Jada Parker was about to win the match. Everything went black out of nowhere. Roxanne Perez. What the heck? I mean, we saw this before with Bronson Reed. Someone messing with him. He joined the Re-Evolution, and that's all fixed. Is now someone messing with Jada Parker, or I guess maybe not messing with her, but just helping Roxanne Perez as she still may be out. No, she's able to kick out at 2. This match continues. But what the heck was that? Well, I guess we won't know right now. Unfortunately, that may have just costed Jada Parker the match. She was at 2 and so close to that 3 before everything went dark. And now this match continues as Jada Parker attacking Roxanne Perez with a metal shovel, doing some big damage right there. As now Roxanne Perez able to counter and able to get back on the attack, now looking to return the favor with the metal shovel, only able to get 1 hit though. As now, Roxanne Perez acting as though she's scared. Jada Parker feeling almighty hidey. Instead, it was a distraction and allows Roxanne Perez to be able to get back on the attack, saved by some darkness. I'm not sure if this was, Roxanne's doing or what or who it was, but all I have to say is Jada Parker interrupted many of Roxanne's matches, cost her wins, ruined her start over on Monday Night Raw. So as much as I don't like it, it is a little bit of karma for Jada Parker, who is now sent into the LED barricade. Roxanne Perez trying to hit a clothesline. Unfortunately, Jada Parker is able to move out of the way. Now a big backbreaker to Roxanne Perez. Able to do some big damage right there. It's now Jada Parker looking to grab and send Roxanne Perez straight into the steel steps, but no, she is countered instead. It is Roxanne Perez as now using the steel or metal shovel once again. Now she's going to go ahead and get the steel steps. One of our production workers had just fixed that. And now once again, Roxanne Perez is looking to use that. As much as there are no rules in a no-holds-barred match, we do still want to try to keep the safety as much as we can. So any stuff that could be tripping hazards, we do try to move slightly out of the way. As much as that sounds crazy in a no-holds-barred match, we still have to, cushion the match as much as we can while still realizing that it is a no-holds-barred match. As a big elbow drop from Roxanne Perez. Now celebrating with the fans as Jada Parker knocked out cold outside of the ring. Is she going to be able to get up in time? Of course, there is no count out in this match, but is she even going to be able to get up as she is just wobbling and stumbling? Roxanne Perez continuing to celebrate, now holding a hockey stick. Jada with a shovel. They're going to have a little lightsaber battle of sorts, except Roxanne Perez attacks first. Jada Parker hops outside of the ring to quickly recover. However, as soon as she gets in, she's quickly met by by Roxanne Perez. And now Roxanne Perez is gonna look to fly in a big frog splash. Is she gonna look for the pinfall yet? No, not yet. Instead, she wants to put a couple more blows onto the body of Jada Parker, wants to embarrass her and make her tap, and she does. Roxanne Perez has won the match. A little bit of help from a random power outage to say, but nevertheless, she did show that she was in control throughout this match, able to get the victory here tonight, and that means she stays on Monday Night Raw, and Jada Parker will be sent back down to NXT. Will have to earn her move up to the main roster some other time. Congratulations to Jada Parker on a good match, but nevertheless, it was not enough to beat Roxanne Perez, who comes out on top and keeps her spot over on Monday Night Raw. And now it is time for our following match. Up next, we have the United States Championship on the line. And we saw a little bit from the challenger over on SmackDown as he faced JC Mateo. Was able to get the victory over him. Here tonight, Ilya Dragunov faces off against Solo Sikoa. United States Championship on the line. Is he going to be able to get the victory here tonight and quickly end this title reign for Solo Sikoa? So far, he's only held it for a couple of weeks. I'm not sure the exact, date or number, but he hasn't held it for that long of a time. So if Ilya Dragunov is able to end that reign this quickly, not a good look for Solo Sikoa and technically Jacob Fatu, but we'll have to see what happens. Ilya Dragunov, the fans love him. I love him. Hoping to see him become the United States champion here tonight, but of course, his opponent, the current champion, is no easy task. Not only are his skills within the ring very good, but he also has the numbers game. I mean that is tricky when you're facing a superstar who can beat you without help, and then he adds the help. It's like double trouble. Yeah. Solo Sikoa, of course, going to be accompanied by Tama Tonga Tangaloa and his newest member to this bloodline of his, JC Mateo. We'll have to see how this match goes as Ilya Dragunov, now inside of the ring, returned from injury and looking to become the new United States champion. Will he be able to pull it off here tonight? As Ilya Dragunov had some harsh words to say to Solo Sikoa, making sure he checked his balls to see if they were still there, basically saying, "Are you man enough to defend your championship against me?" Solo Sikoa, well, instantly took the bait and said, yeah, let's have this match. Saturday night's main event, and talking about Solo Sikoa, talking about the champion. Here he is coming out accompanied by exactly who I told you, Tama Tonga Loa, and JC Mateo, who has basically taken over the spot that was once held by Jacob Fatu. He's basically filling in the shoes of Jacob Fatu. I mean, at least his match against Ilya Dragunov, he didn't look that good, losing the match. But of course, hard debut facing someone like Ilya, who's not gonna, show any mercy just because it's your first match within the WWE. So we'll have to see what the future holds, not only for JC Mateo, but the rest of Solo Sikoa's bloodline. And Solo Sikoa himself as his co-main event here tonight, Ilya Dragunov versus Solo Sikoa. United States Championship on the line, and still to come in our main event here tonight, Sami Zayn defends his World Heavyweight Championship, which he has just been able to take from Jey Uso over at SummerSlam, and defends that championship against the Ring General Gunther, who got a rematch against Jey Uso, or Jey Uso in a very wussy way lost the match by countout. But of course, in order to become champion, you got to win by pinfall or submission, which meant Jey lost the match, but he kept his title. Gunther was frustrated, and he's gotten another title opportunity here tonight. Saturday night's main event. The main events of Saturday night's main event. Lots of main event right there. Sami Zayn versus Gunther. World Heavyweight Championship on the line. Let's see. We've only been able to crown one new champion. Can we crown another with Ilya Dragunov as here tonight? Co-main event, Ilya Dragunov looking to become the new United States champion. Just recently returning from injury, joining SmackDown, and now here tonight looking to become the new champion, facing Solo Sikoa, who was able to defeat his own blood in Jacob Fatu in order to become champion. Jacob Fatu, who we have not seen since he lost that match. Maybe just taking some time off to recover some injuries, be able to really think about everything that happened, and hopefully we will see from him soon. As a big leg drop right there by Solo Sikoa, who is starting off hot. And as I said before, Solo Sikoa is already someone who is difficult to beat, and then you add big power, big bodies like Tama Tonga Loa, and JC Mateo to the mix. I mean, it just makes him that much harder to beat. So it is going to be a difficult match already for Ilya Dragunov. And then, of course, with the numbers game, especially when it's Tama Tonga Loa, JC Mateo, they like to get involved. It's going to be a very difficult match for Ilya Dragunov to really fight in and let alone win. But I know he'll surely do his best. Again, was already able to put away JC Mateo over on Friday night SmackDown. He did some damage to Solo, to Tama Tonga Loa as well. So maybe also, putting some gasoline on the fuel and anger of Solo Sikoa kind of embarrassed him right there, which may have been a mistake, but again, could be the mind games allowing him to be able to beat Solo Sikoa here tonight. We'll see, as at the moment it is all Solo Sikoa who slams down Ilya Dragunov, quickly looking for a pinfall. I believe that was a Samoan spike. Couldn't see from here, but I do think that was a Samoan spike. Things looking bad as Ilya Dragunov may be put away here. No, not yet. Instead, he is sent into the turnbuckle. Solo Sikoa climbs the middle rope. It's going to look to fly. Nice little splash onto Ilya Dragunov quickly. Solo Sikoa has started off hot and furious. Fast and furious. There we go. He has been doing phenomenal, not allowing Ilya to do anything at the moment. Solo Sikoa not only showing why he is champion, but also earning the ability to call himself the United States champion and cause fear into those who try to challenge him. As a big slam right there by Solo Sikoa, who celebrates a little bit as the referee fixed the padding on the turnbuckle. Solo Sikoa now looks to just relax a little bit, leaning on the turnbuckle as he awaits Ilya Dragunov, who's slowly getting up. Solo now sends him straight into the turnbuckles. Solo Sikoa doing some big damage. Now climbing the top ropes. Is he going to look to fly from all the way over there? What is Solo Sikoa doing? I'm not sure what he was doing there. And Ilya Dragunov with a little move right there, scaring Solo Sikoa. A bit of a shock factor, but I believe that was Tonga Loa grabbing the foot of Ilya Dragunov, getting involved finally. Ilya Dragunov is in this match, and finally he is going to get on the attack. Unfortunately, a distraction, a Samoan spike, and just like that, things may be over. 1, 2, 3. Oh my days, Ilya Dragunov distracted by, I can't remember if it was Tonga Loa, Tama Tonga, maybe both. But that distraction allows Solo Sikoa to hit a Samoan spike and lay down Ilya Dragunov for the 3 counts. Solo Sikoa is still the United States champion. Congratulations to him. While it was a bit of a sneaky, cheating victory, nevertheless, he was able to get it done here tonight. So congratulations to him. As now, it is time for the main event of the night. We have Sami Zayn, the current World Heavyweight Champion, facing off against the Ring General Gunther. This is going to be not only a very good match, but it is going to be a difficult match for both of these superstars. Sami Zayn, after a little breakup to say with Jey Uso, has realized that his WWE is all about checks and championships, and he wasn't doing enough to get either of those. I mean, checks, yes, well, he gets paid weekly and whatnot, but not championships. He was simply just there, kind of going for it, kind of helping everyone else on their journeys, and he realized he needed to start doing some more for himself. And when he finally did that, he was able to become the new World Heavyweight Champion. He was able to defeat Jey Uso. So a very different side of Sami Zayn, which, I mean, we've really never really seen until now. So it is going to be very difficult to predict the outcome of this. On the other side, of course, the Ring General Gunther. I mean, do I even have to say anything? That guy is a monster, an absolute beast. It's going to be a difficult match for both Sami Zayn and the Ring General Gunther, but this is what we have, a spectacular match here tonight. Sami Zayn has already been able to put Jey Uso on the shelf. We still do not know when the former World Heavyweight Champion Jey Uso will come back to in-ring action. Sami Zayn has promised that he plans to do the same to the Ring General Gunther here tonight. The main event of Saturday night's main event. We have already had some incredible matches, some deep storylines, specifically with John Cena and Uncle Howdy. And we are hoping that we are able to close off this incredible Saturday night's main event with one more absolute banger. The Ring General Gunther facing off against Sami Zayn. Main event time. Here it is. Can the Ring General go ahead and become a 2-time world champion? Or will Sami Zayn successfully be able to defend his championship and complete his goal of injuring and putting out Gunther, just beating the crap out of him and putting him on the shelf? We'll have to find out as we are ready to begin this match. The referee holds up the title. That is what's on the line. What is at stake here tonight, the World Heavyweight Championship. The fans are ready. I am ready. The referee is ready. He is going to go ahead and ring the bell, and the main event has begun. Sami Zayn versus Gunther. World Heavyweight Championship on the line. Who will come out on top? As at the moment, Sami Zayn able to counter Gunther right there. Now is looking for some damage. Unfortunately for him, Gunther doing a bit of a counter of his own. Quickly going to look for the pinfall using the ropes in order to put some more pressure and some more weight on top of the body of Sami Zayn. Fortunately for Sami, he is able to kick out right there at 2, but the referee didn't notice, which means Gunther may be up to a lot of shenanigans in tonight's match as he now uses the ropes to cut any air passages for Sami Zayn, just choking him out. Now Sami Zayn slowly getting up the ring. General Gunther awaits him as he now grabs Sami Zayn, looking to do some damage right here. Sami Zayn fighting back very nicely as he now switches things around. Now it is Sami Zayn with a slight advantage, slight control in here. Sami Zayn with a deep hold right there onto Gunther, trying to do some damage, and he is able to do so, sending him flying. And now a huge double kick straight to Gunther as the ring general is starting to take lots of damage right now by Sami Zayn, who continues to lay stomp after stomp after stomp, and now a splash onto the ring general, and Sami Zayn is not finished, continuing his attack, laying some big damage with stomps, big damage onto the left leg. And Sami Zayn now in control. He climbs the top ropes, sitting on it, kind of mocking and just taunting Gunther. And well, another huge double kick to the face of Gunther, who can't tell if he's bleeding. Yes, he is. The ring general, who is met by another big boot and more, is now officially bleeding. Sami Zayn so far is on the right path. If he wants to put Gunther away on the shelves, he is doing the right thing right here, right now, as he looks for the pinfall. 1. A kick out at 1 by the ring general. Well, he may be bleeding. He may be taking lots of damage, but the ring general, well, he's still in this. Right now, he's able to switch things around. He's now laying Sami Zayn on top of the ropes. What is he going to look to do here? Gunther, big boot to the face, just absolutely tearing up the body of Sami Zayn, who is now on the floor. Gunther meets him, flying off of the top ropes with a big, big knee. And now things have switched around. Now it is Gunther with a big clothesline, switching things around. It is now the ring general Gunther who is in control. Referee's count gets to 2. Gunther inside of the ring. Sami Zayn still knocked out. Is he going to be able to beat the count? It's barely at 4. Sami Zayn is already getting up, so it looks like he will. But there it is. As now Gunther meets him with a huge double kick, knocking Sami Zayn back down. He's going to go ahead and look for the pinfall. 1 and 0. Sami Zayn able to kick out at 1 as now Gunther with a big splash onto the body of Sami Zayn. Gunther telling Sami Zayn to get up. Gunther awaits a weakened Sami Zayn. Gunther wants to put an end to this match and become a 2-time world champion. Is this enough? 1, 2, and oh, Sami Zayn is able to kick out. Gunther so close to becoming a 2-time world champion. But Sami Zayn able to kick out right there. Sami Zayn, still in this. Gunther, ever since losing his World Heavyweight Championship back at WrestleMania, has been yearning. He has been feeding to receive a title opportunity and take full advantage. He received one against Jey Uso where I can't say that he was cheated out of a championship. He should have became the new champion. As a blue powerbomb by Sami Zayn. Oh, but a kick out at 2 from Gunther. Gunther should have been champion back then. He wasn't. Jey Uso then defended it against Sami Zayn, where he eventually lost. And now he gets another opportunity. Will he be able to beat Sami Zayn? I couldn't tell you because it's been such a 50-50 match. It's been Sami Zayn gets some attack, Gunther gets some attack, Sami Zayn gets a little bit more, then Gunther gets a little bit more. They are playing tug of war with both men just having equal amounts of attack, possession, everything. It has been such a difficult match to really say who may become the new champion, as right now Sami Zayn dislocating the left arm of Gunther, doing some big damage right there to the shoulder of the ring general Gunther. And Sami Zayn looking for a second Blue Dragon powerbomb. Gunther still able to fight back with a double kick. It is back to Gunther on the attack. No, Sami Zayn able to move out of the way right there now, looking to put an end to this match. Sends Gunther to the rings. He may be looking for the move that was able to put Jey Uso away and was able to put Jey Uso on the shelf. Is he going to be able to hit it? And is this going to be enough to beat Gunther? He hits it. Is this enough to beat the ring general? 1, 2, 3. Yes, it is. Sami Zayn is still the World Heavyweight Champion, and Mr. Money in the Bank is here. LA Knight. We have not seen or heard from this man since he won the Money in the Bank briefcase back here tonight. He is cashing it in. He believes his time is now, and he believes that just after Sami Zayn has been able to beat Gunther, it is his time to shine. However, Sami Zayn has the adrenaline. He is hot on his toes. He just finished a match which does put him at a disadvantage with his, physical toll to his body. But he has a lot less rust than LA Knight. However, LA Knight may still be able to put Sami Zayn away. Is this enough? 1. And no, Sami Zayn is still in this. Sami Zayn is still in this match, looking for yet another championship defense. 2 in 1 night. If he can pull this off, then everyone better be careful, because this may turn out to be one of the longest reigns in World Heavyweight Championship history, including the big gold from back a couple of years ago. If Sami Zayn is able to pull this victory off and defend it, it may not be good for others, because they won't be able to take the title away from him. However, LA Knight, of course, stole my days big knee drop to the face of Sami Zayn. He is a lot more fresh. That's the one advantage. He doesn't have to be, hot and on his toes to the point where he's ready to get in the ring. He is fresh, and that's what matters. Can LA Knight become world champion here right now, as he wants to put an end to this match? He puts one last nail in the coffin. There is no way Sami Zayn kicks out of this. No. And we have a new World Heavyweight Champion. LA Knight has done it. He has successfully cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase, and he is our new World Heavyweight Champion, being able to beat Sami Zayn after he defended his title against Gunther. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on Monday Night Raw.